your girl, the real deal, Anita Gill. I'm coming in with another reaction. This reaction here is on a young man that neglected to tell an officer that he neglected to tell the officer that he left his 8-month baby in the car when he went in to pay to see his probation officer. He wasn't planning on staying in there. He was planning on going in and coming out. And y'all probably remember this story. He was young, so he decided to go into the police officer, go into the police department and to pay a fine. But he just left the baby out there in the car. So we gonna listen to what happened to this situation. Could have been avoided, and his 8-month-old baby passed away due to the fact the whole time dad didn't tell them that the baby was in the car. So I'm not gonna talk to this. I'm gonna let y'all uh listen and enjoy the video. Okay. Okay, 1 second. 1 second.
So, unfortunately, can't get in contact because you got a warrant. Probation violation. Of what? Probation violation. Depends on what you got in trouble. Violate how you violate your probation. Nothing. They just told me I had a fine to pay. Okay. You need to clear that with your probation officer, but then but they took out a warrant for you on you.
Okay, just before the video finished playing, the young man, like I said in the beginning, has no clue that he's supposed to be paying. He was gonna go in to pay a fine. They tricked him into the police department. You know how they do. The probation officer tricked him in there and had a warrant for his arrest. But right now, this is when he should have spoke on his daughter, but he didn't, and that led to her death.
So, talk to the court, see if we can get it resolved a different way. Just stay advised that you gotta go through your probation officer to get that, are y'all on a call right now, Charges? No. So what? You're PD 10, right? Yeah. 611, yeah.
Watley is shocked to be placed in cuffs. He had been told he would only have to pay a fine and believed he would be free to leave in a short amount of time. The warrant has come as a shock to him, although he doesn't offer up much protest.
But PD 83 in the lobby. We're showing 1095 one now.
Now, people, the young man had plenty of time to tell the police right there, right then, right there, that his baby is in the car. So I don't know if that blew his mind or what. Well, let's continue. It's not my camper. It's not my excuse me, people. It's not my camper, it's their camper. Mm.
As soon as I pick it up, I'm on probation.
Serious? Okay.
Yeah, Reagan said something about 2 o'clock. So, I should show up at 2 o'clock.
Okay.
Want me to handle the whole thing?
No, I got it. I got the paperwork upstairs. I'll bring it down to you. I appreciate it, sir.
Yeah, man.
Thank you, sir.
Did I tell you what my probation was on?
Yeah,
Hey, man.
Okay, people, as you see, he's going outside and he's still not telling them that his daughter is in the car.
You guys already searched him?
I did not.
Hey, man, how about real quickly, let me just make sure you don't have anything illegal on you. You don't have anything on you that's going to prick or poke me?
Okay, let's let the commercial play. What are y'all thinking? Now he don't have every that young man don't have every opportunity to get in the police car, telling the police that, hold up, my baby in the car. He haven't said nothing yet. Okay, back to the video.
Even when he
Yes.
is being taken to the police car and patted down, the only thing Waitley brings up is the question of what he had done to violate his parole. Having been arrested before, he knows how long this process can take. He has had plenty of time to alert someone to the fact that his infant daughter is in the car alone. Waitley probably knew that he could be charged with leaving her in a vehicle unattended, which would be another violation of his parole.
No, man, you're good to take a seat for me. Thank you, sir.
I'm supposed to have an appointment today.
I got online.
Shh. Oh. He's sitting in the back of the police car, y'all. What is he thinking about? He's sitting in the back of the police car. What is he thinking about? They must look in his car. I know what he's thinking about. He's thinking about the mama now. The baby was eight. The baby 8 months, y'all. I remember this story. And the only thing he could have told him, my baby out there in the car. Now he about to get another charge. Now he gone for life. Oh, what they doing?
Can we just get this over with, Bob?
After sitting for several minutes in the police car, Whately only sounds impatient and put out over being detained. Since he walked into the building willingly and had not been arrested near his car, the police are unaware of the vehicle and are not legally obligated to search it, which would have led to the earlier discovery of the baby in other circumstances.
That's sad. I know what's going on in his mind. He thinking about if they hear him get me down, I can call and warn her that the baby in the car, so they won't let defects get her. But that's not a good idea. See,
Thanks, man. What's up, man? Were you knocking? Your phone? Alright. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can find that out.
he still ain't mentioning about the baby.
Thank you so much.
He still ain't mentioning it.
So this says, about January 23rd, 2022, the defendant was charged with the offense of VGSA, possession of a Schedule II controlled substance in Gwinnett County.
That's what they said on violation?
What? That's what you, Mr. Watley? Condition 3, on January 12th, the defendant was charged subsequent offense for possession of a firearm during a firearm or knife during the commission of certain felonies. On the same date.
Okay, what's that's a commercial, y'all. Let me turn commercial on. What's going on in y'all mind now? What's going on in y'all head? Do the boy still that boy had an opportunity to talk, but he still ain't saying nothing. Here we go.
For driving without a valid license. Were you arrested then? In January this year?
That was before. That was after I paid off my car.
Yeah, what time for? Let him try.
$1,000 fine. He's like, pay it today or not. I was like, no. He said, okay. I said, you 12 months probation. She said, as soon as you pay it off, you're off probation. Paid it off.
Well, I mean, at least this you get out today. At least it's not a huge one. It's only $171.
Yeah, mine just
$170 something. That's all.
Like I said, I have nothing to do with your probation, man. I was literally coming here to use the restroom, and they said that they had you in custody down there. So
He still ain't mentioning the baby.
I'll get you up there as soon as possible, man. You can get out today. Sound good?
Why haven't he mentioned about the baby? Why? They could have saved the baby. He still ain't mentioned nothing, y'all.
Whaley discusses his previous arrest and probation, but there is still no mention of his daughter. While everyone reacts to stress differently, it is hard to believe that a father wouldn't have had to worry for his child's safety at the forefront of his mind, even if it meant being charged with an additional crime.
say your middle name, man? How do you say your middle name?
Not sure if I'm
They got the camera
And where were
blocked.
you born? Huh? Lawrenceville?
I mean, and he from a nice area. Why is he not mentioning about that baby? What's the problem? What they waiting on? I'm worrying about the baby now, y'all. I'm sorry. And he still hadn't said nothing about the baby. What did he do? He blocking the camera, y'all. I'm sorry about that. I have a question in here, essential question. What would y'all have done in this situation? Knowing that your baby, 8-month baby, out there in the car and you getting booked. I mean, he ain't even mentioned nothing about the baby. Why? I mean, he just sitting in the back seat like ain't nothing going on. He doing all of that. You could have told him the baby's in your baby in the car. Now you about to go down real. What happened? Seemed like a nice guy. I hate that happened to him. I really did. And I really, for the baby. Why is he not mentioning about the baby? I don't know. That's stupid. Here come another commercial, y'all. Oh, he losing it in the back seat, y'all.
For generations. Pass a good time.
Let's get this commercial. Because I'm freaking out. He doing all that noise in the back seat going crazy. He had plenty of time to say all that. Look. But then he couldn't protect his baby. I don't feel sorry for him. I wanna I don't know what's up here. They get ready to book him. And y'all think about it, his fine, the young man fine ain't but $100 and some dollars. And he failed to be a responsible father to tell him that his baby is out there in the car. Even though he wasn't intending on getting locked up, but his probation officer have a hold on him, a warrant on him. So I don't know if it's playing or what. Let's get it over with.
Several minutes go by, and once again, Whately calls for them to move things along. This is such a common phrase from suspects that, to the police, it is practically white noise.
See if you had a. What are y'all thinking about? I want y'all, all the young folks, to tell me what you're thinking about. I mean, he still haven't mentioned nothing about his baby. But what he trying to do, outsmart the system.
What's up, man? You knocking? I was gonna make a phone call. Was it your phone? I need to make a phone call, man.
Why don't he see? He said he want to make a phone call. Okay, just tell the officer what's going on. Young folks, y'all got to pick.
So what I was violated for? Give me one second. Let me see if I can find that out.
I'm kind of like, oh, it's almost over. Let's skip a little right. Let's go right here.
Whately is asked to make a phone call, and one can at least hope that it would be for someone to go get his daughter, but he still doesn't mention her, or that his call is an emergency.
He still ain't mentioned his daughter, y'all. I remember this story. Because the only thing I kept saying to myself, why wasn't he telling the officer what was going on? He thought he could beat the system, but he didn't. I don't know what's wrong with him.
Throughout the entire video, Whately never once mentioned his daughter. He could have saved her with just a few words, but for some unclear reason, he chose not to. Nova Grace Whately Trejo was left in the car for several hours, where she was eventually picked up by her grandmother. She was rushed to the hospital, but was tragically pronounced dead. Whately.
Now, I want to talk about that real quick. I'm not going to be in here long, but I want to talk about that situation. The young man had plenty of time. I'm going to take it back. He had plenty of time to save his own child's life. He had plenty of time to save his baby life right here. Once they got that video blurred out, y'all. I'm sorry about that. But this happened, if you're from Atlanta, this happened out in Snellsville. This is another section of Georgia, Snellsville, Georgia. And he's from Lawrenceville, Georgia. So that's on the other end of Snellsville. Now, he's a good I don't understand what went on. I don't know did he blanked out. I don't know what happened to this young man, but this young man left his baby out there in the car, y'all. He had plenty of time to tell the officer. He left his baby out there in the car. The 8-month baby passed. They took her she suffocated out there in the car, and she passed away. They took her to the hospital and she passed away. Now he was going to get out for $100 and something. Now he got to serve life in prison. Y'all got to make responsible decisions when you come in a situation right now, because what you think gonna work or what you think that will work might not work for you. Okay, y'all like, share, and subscribe, and thanks for watching the video. I'm out.